morning.
Have a great day.
Thank you very much. Here we are. I just entered into Grand Canyon National Park, North Rim. Just opened up today for the summer season. It's the 15th of May. See, they still have snow up here. It's during the winter they get a lot of snow. And not enough tourists to spend the money to keep the snow off the road. So they just shut this end down over the winter. 15th of May, it's open. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day too. Never seen any buffalo yet. Got the buffalo crossing signs out. I guess maybe they still got them in the pens. They haven't released them for the day yet. I've never seen any buffalo up in here. Be about 10 minutes until we actually reach the rim of the canyon. This is a nice high meadow mountain ride, and I thought I'd throw the camera on and video it. Took special care to wash my my window today. Make sure that it's clear. I have seen a couple of deer already up here. Last time I was up here, it's close to hunting season, and they were pretty sparse. People that were ahead of me that I was chatting with are hikers. They were concerned that there's the big crowds today. They wouldn't be able to park at their trailheads, so they got here early and waited just so they could get a parking place, go off on the trail that they wanted to. Such a pretty high mountain meadows, snow like this, and I'm in t-shirts. Maybe put on a pair of shorts in a little while. Really comfortable. Nice dry air. It's great being out on the Wild West. Low humidity, and you can see forever. Tire pressure units onto the bells of my tires. It's pretty neat. You can check to see what your tire pressures are. It's an app on my iPhone, so while I'm sitting here I can just check my tire pressures. You'd be surprised how much fluctuation tire pressures go on during the day as they heat up and cool down. It's always nice to know that you don't have a flat. You have a little alarm on when the pressures go outside the ranges that you set. So if you start getting a flat and the tire going down, you get a little alarm and you can check it, see what's going on. And conversely, you have too much pressure in your tires and they're heating up, overheating, expanding, and you build up too much tire pressure, air pressure in your tire, and you can find out about it. Reset them, to where they don't build up so much pressure. They're just little sensors that screw on like a valve cap. Make it look like a little mushroom on the end, but they lock down on there, and they're battery operated, Bluetooth, and you get constant monitoring of your tire pressures. Works for me. About 8 a.m. Nice way to spend the morning. Have somebody ahead of us. What do you do with school buses? How do you recycle them? Yeah, you sell them, let somebody move into them, live in them. I never thought that these school buses would get good mileage. Way too big for me. I go on a lot of back roads, dirt roads up in the forest. School bus wouldn't be able to fit in it. Might be comfortable, all the space to live in, take long travel trips on. And it's like a class A or a bigger class C. Yes. Too awkward. Kind of like rolling around on a mobile condominium. This Class B that I've got here is, it's 18, 19 foot. they actually made them in a 17-foot version too, and really difficult to find. So I gave up, got this one. 17 foot, even smaller. You know, it's just enough, self-contained, toilet, cooking, kitchen, you know, places to sit down, relax, standing room, enough places to stick stuff, storage, and a decent engine, decent mileage, and you can go anywhere. You know, convert it over to 4x4. My intention was always to convert to 4x4. I just needed to find the platform to convert. You know, I don't like trucks. You know, I knew it was going to be a van. And I finally decided on a camper van of this configuration, this floor plan with the high top. And after acquiring this thing, you know, went through it mechanically with the engine, got everything brought, you know, all the maintenance items brought up to speed. So there's a starting baseline that, you know, water pump, radiator, hoses, belts, tune-up, all that good stuff. That there's a baseline to start. And then coordinated to get the 4x4 conversion done. And the 4x4 conversion gave me a rebuilt transmission. You know, I had them completely rebuild the transmission, not just as needed, you know, based on inspection. I wanted everything rebuilt fresh, you know, so it hit that again, the baseline I want to start with. And you get all the new wheel bearings, all new brakes all the way around. And that took care of the running gear. So the running gear is just, you know, top-notch shape right now. I rarely can't think of any problems. This last trip I was on, actually the starter, you know, on the first start of the morning up in the mountains, cold, it made some noise on the first start. One day, stopped the ignition, tried again, started right up. Second day, same thing, first start up in the morning, just made a little rattling noise, tried it again, started right up. Well, that startup took me straight to an auto repair shop, and that starter got replaced, and I haven't had any problems since. So, next thing on this thing is I'm trying to get it painted. I get full body paint of the bed liner. Then I can get my rack up on top, get the skid plate underneath, get my solar, get my antennas, and I get my, you know, bumpers that are ordered, you know, being manufactured, get my bumpers installed, and I can start working on the interior. Front seats, you know, driver, passenger seat, whether I'll replace them out for new seats or just have these things reupholstered. Of course, leaning toward having these reupholstered because they're just really oversized, nice, comfortable seats. What I might do is just get rid of the one that's over the passenger seat. Maybe get an upgraded, you know, a newer seat for that's smaller. Doesn't take as much space because it's, you know, it's not being used for anything. And I keep my driver's seat and just have it reupholstered, so I keep the nice big padding in it. It's really a comfortable seat. I can go for days driving. You know, you don't start doing a butt dance on it, you know, sit too long someplace. wanted to call it? I guess so. Yeah, they're the only ones there. Trailhead. It's a nice trail. Leads down to the canyon. We're up about 6,000 or 7,000 feet here. Just nice, cool, crisp, clean air. Haven't been any campfires out here yet for the campers, so you know, there's just, you know, that evergreen smell that you try to put the air freshener in your car. It stinks of that evergreen smell up here. Just beautiful. Mule crossing, huh? Is that where they're bringing the drugs up from Mexico? Next to me here. You can't see it yet, but I can. A little hazy. Looks like the canyon's a little hazy again today. They have these little picnic spots. You know, we're right next to the canyon here on the left. You know, my A-pillar here is blocking it. But they have these little picnic turnouts here. You have, and it's like 10 feet to the drop into the canyon, and really nice place to have a picnic there, overlooking the canyon. You really don't want to do that with kids. Or throwing a frisbee to a dog. Speed limit had dropped down to 25. I didn't even notice it. Just drop it down to 15. There's somebody up there. Already got a parking spot. So what's going on? They're coming up on the ledge here. Everything's supposed to be closed, so gosh, where do all these people come from? Where do all these people get in? So just opened up this morning. That many cars ahead of me. You got these nice little log cabins and everything. Union Street ahead. I'll hit you with the sun.